Right, Northeast Live spoke to Dhemaji SP VV Reddy, who tried to justify the police action by saying that the old man is mentally unstable and has been causing trouble in the locality where he lives. What appears from the conversation is that a thorough investigation into the actual circumstances of the case has not yet been initiated. We'll listen in to what SP Reddy had to say.
Mr. Reddy, an old man in chains, chained by his own son with bruises in his entire body, somehow manages to seek help in one of your thanas, and your officer, instead of unlocking him first thing, hand him over back to his son. We are at a loss for words here. We'd like your comments first.
The issue is actually he was mentally unstable earlier. He was referred 2-3 times to stage 4 mental hospital.
Right.
And he was based on son's admission.
Right.
He was telling that he leaves him without unchained. So he's creating trouble in the villages. He's going there and then he's involving his son conflicts with villages also. So they are actually giving the treatment to him in field hospital. There is no police case as such. As per procedure, what we are doing, we are referring to CJM.
All right, that's all right,
So,
Mr. Reddy. Even if we do believe the fact that he is mentally unstable, although he seemed quite all right when he spoke to media personnel, how does it justify in any way what the son and company have done? Why is he and the others involved not behind bars at the moment?
I am not aware of the villages beating him now.
Okay.
What we got information is, there was no case as registered because we took the cognizance from the media reports only. I got this issue from media only, and when media told, we called him to the police station and we inquired what was the issue. Then his son admitted that, saying that he is mentally stable. So we are referring 2-3 times, mentally unstable, and we are referring 2-3 times to stage 4.
He has not just been chained. Clearly, there are marks on his body. He has spoken to us and confessed that he has been beaten up mercilessly by his son and company. Is it not the duty of Dhemaji police to interrogate?
Okay, this issue we are not aware of it. I'm hearing it first time from you only, that he has been mercilessly beaten and he has informed you, right? That's what I'm saying.
Can you assure us that appropriate action will be taken if it is established that he was beaten up and the presiding officer let Dhaneshwar Dhingia's son scot-free?
Definitely. If these allegations are found to be true, we'll definitely inquire and we'll take appropriate action.
All right, it appears as if for Dhemaji police it is quite all right that Dhaneshwar Dhingia was chained. You heard the superintendent of police, Dhemaji, say that he is not aware, or for that matter, Dhemaji police is not aware of the fact that the old man has been beaten up, although that has not been established. What is established is that he was chained, even if he is mentally unstable. Is it the right of his son and the locals who allege that he has been causing trouble in the area to chain him up in this manner at such an old age, is what Northeast Live is contending at this moment. Wasbir Hussain, Editor-in-Chief, Northeast Live, joins me over the phone line. Wasbir, you heard the conversation. It's quite difficult to understand that the police has not taken note of the fact that even if he was not beaten up, he was chained nonetheless.
No, I have, yes, Fahad, these are shocking visuals that we are bringing to our viewers. This is absolutely heart-wrenching. But the issue here, the point that I would like to raise at this point in time is that both his son, Sunil Dhingia, who is the man behind this horrible act of chaining his father, as well as the local police, they are saying that the man is mentally unstable and therefore he was causing a lot of nuisance. And therefore, the son is chained him up. But that is not an acceptable explanation for the simple reason that Absolutely. If the person is mentally unstable, he has to be either in hospital or undergoing treatment at home. Why is he allowed to roam the streets of Dhemaji town in that condition? This is absolutely inhuman. Therefore, it is not enough to say that the man is mentally unstable and he was causing a lot of nuisance. But prima facie, suo motu, the police has to take a case because in front of the media, this Kankeshwar Dehingya, the man in question, the poor man who we are seeing on the video, this is the video, this is the visual that we are showing. The man is saying to the journalist that he has his younger son, that is Sunil Dehingya, was tying him up with the chain, and youngsters from the locality, from the village, were beating him up, assaulting him. So there is definitely a prima facie case on which the police can actually act suo moto on just on the basis of this particular statement. And when we are saying that the allegation against the man is that he is mentally unstable, but he has been talking in an absolutely coherent manner. We have to be fair. We have to be fair. The man could be actually mentally stable, but that is a different, unstable, but that is a different story. If the person is actually mentally unstable, he should be undergoing proper treatment, or he should be at home under medical care. So that is the basic that one can do. So it is incumbent upon the local authorities in Dhemaji. It's not enough just to blame the police. It's not a question of blaming someone, but it's a question of ensuring justice and proper treatment to that person if at all he is mentally unstable. So the responsibility lies with the district authorities, and the police must initiate a case, because the man is saying that his son has been chaining him up, and the local youth from the village are have beaten him. So this is the serious case, serious part that this man in question has delivered. And in fact, if someone is mentally stable, you cannot allow him to roam freely like that. And when the man has come to the police station, the police should have actually given him some immediate relief, like removing the chain or taking him to the hospital. Instead of that, they've just allowed him to go back home in that condition, where his legs are shackled with iron chains and locked with a padlock. This is something which is unbelievable, absolutely unacceptable, and not expected in 21st century India.
Right, Wasbir, whether or not this old man was beaten up has not yet been established, but how do you look at the Sadar Police Thana's behavior, completely overlooking the injury marks on his body, especially on his back?
That is why, Fahad, I said that police should have given him some immediate relief, taken him to hospital, removed the padlock, and taken a report from the doctors whether he is mentally unstable or not. So it is just because the son claims that the father is mentally unstable, the police has accepted the version of the son. So there has to be some kind of a probe to find out whether the person is actually mentally stable. There should be a report, and of course, one cannot also ignore the old man's the statement that the people, local youth, had bet him up, local youth had assaulted him, and this was the result. The injuries have been inflicted during the assault by local youth, as his son was shackling him up. So this is a serious instance, and I'm sure the police will now look into this case and give justice to the man, even if, as I said, it is not enough to simply pass the buck by saying the man is mentally unstable. It is the responsibility of the authorities now to see that he gets proper medical treatment and get a medical report which should be made public.
Right, it's a probe that already should have been started by now, Wasbi. You certainly cannot overlook the injury marks on his body. Thanks so much for joining us as Northeast Live awaits Dhemaji police to look into this case more thoroughly. So if the old man is mentally unstable, like people are alleging, then should he not be kept inside a mental asylum? Should he be roaming around the streets of Dhemaji? He is not supposed to be undergoing treatment in a hospital or at home. Should he be allowed to roam around like this? It is inhuman, to say the least. Who should be responsible? Found on the streets with his feet in chains, who is responsible for the plight of this old man? So that is the contention that Northeast Live is raising at this point in time.